Happy Sunday, everybody. I think you know what that means. It's a time for another exciting episode of the CREWMARU podcast live stream. I don't really know exactly what to call it at this point. It's just kind of it's live, and this is what we do. Joining me today is my good friend Esteban,
Hello.
or Nacho, and my good buddy Chrisman, who's got the man who hides behind a mask at this point. Hello. Today we have a very, very special guest with us. This is a big one for me personally, just because out of these Kickstarter, not just the Kickstarter toy companies or whatnot, or these successful Kickstarters, but it's like just quality toys made by quality people. I've actually had the privilege to actually meet the creator here in person forever ago, before these 6-inch figures were even a thing, and it just kind of blows my mind. But with all that said, I'm gonna bring in Jason from Spero. Jason, what's going on, man?
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, dude. Thanks for showing up. How are you doing right now? I feel like you've been running the gamut at this point, like just pushing.
You know how the toddlers that are like kind of running around having a blast and don't realize that they're tired. I feel like that's where we're at right now. I'm painting the bird figure right now, so I've got like a little 20-minute timer. I need to hop up for a few seconds, put another coat on, and then I'll be right back. But I mean, that it's not for another 20 minutes, so we're good. You're
fine. You're totally fine, man. Yeah, just checking things out as I was looking at it right now. I mean, I think we're sitting at like $256,000.
Yeah, it's wild.
And does it end this Wednesday? Is that the last day? Am I wrong?
So it ends at Wednesday at 6 a.m. I thought it was ending at 6 p.m. on Wednesday night. So we're kind of considering Tuesday night the last night, and we're anticipating that big ramp up Tuesday night going into Wednesday morning, essentially. So.
Oh man, absolutely. Yeah. If I've learned anything from Kickstarters, and I mean, it's always that it's usually the final 24 hours, like that push is just insane, but the final 3 days are always crazy.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome. It's already awesome. We've essentially unlocked, everything that we've shown on the first day of the Kickstarter, everything except for Raving, we've unlocked. So now we're a little less than 4K away from getting him done. With any luck, we'll have really great photos early Tuesday morning, so that we can kind of show that off. But yeah, we're just kind of rocking and rolling. We're offering right now. We've got, I think it's 12 figures that are being offered in the Kickstarter, and like I said, we're about to follow up with a 13th one, and then we've got even more planned in the stretch goals. So I have a feeling we'll unlock a couple of more of those. What's up, dude? Literally action figures. How's it going, man?
Man,
where did we meet? Was it at Comic Palooza in Houston?
Yeah, dude, it was. Yeah, and I can't even remember how long ago it was, man. You hadn't even made the 3 3/4 inch ones.
Exactly. I just had comic books. Yep. Yeah. And that was weird because like I did that convention by myself, and it was a 4-day convention, and I was like sold out of everything by day 3. Like it was just comic books, and I didn't have much. And so we actually left a day early. We left that Sunday night, but we're gonna be there again this summer, so we'll have to hang out and get some food.
Dude. That is so freaking cool, man. Yeah, I just like immediately picked up the book. What was funny was what caught my eye was I was walking by and looking at some prints and whatnot, and there was a Ninja Turtle drawing, and I was like, dude,
oh, yeah.
I go, that's really cool. And I started talking, and you're like, well, yeah, we have this book as well. And I was like, well, I'm down. And I flipped through maybe 7 pages, and I was like, sold. Yeah, I'll buy this right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And I remember we talked about like a little bit I was back in the ACBA times, and you were talking like, well, I'm going to be doing some figures. And I was like, very cool. So we got these 3 3/4 inch figures, which are really cool. And you're like, yeah, I really want to do 6-inch. Right. And here we are, like series 2.
It's wild. It's one of those things where, I mean, I've said it a couple of times, but I had this like very like distinct vision in my head, and I just had to kind of follow the process to actually bring it to life, you know. So we're on series 2. We'll have wave 4 of series 1 this summer, and then kind of a couple of little things in between the Kickstarter stuff. So yeah, we're just kind of rocking and rolling, and we have the comic book. The reboot of the comic book has been in comic shops for about a month now, a little over a month.
Ooh, very cool.
And it seemed to get a really good response. Someone messaged me from New York saying that it had sold out at Midtown Comics, and I was like, wow, that's freaking awesome.
Man, congrats on that. That's amazing.
Thank you so much.
What's it like? So you're different in this fact that it's like you're balancing a comic and you're balancing like these figures. Like, I don't even know if I could even say like what advice would you give, because I don't know a lot of people that are actually doing the two. But what's that been like for you to do?
I will legit get anxiety if I'm not creating something. So, you know, there's a lot of like slow parts moving into a production for the action figures. So to kind of like scratch my creative itch, I am doing the comic book. So like whenever I started doing this full time, I was nervous the first week. I thought, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be bored, you know, and after the end of the first week, I thought, I don't know how I was doing like a full-time job and this at the same time, because I've got a full schedule from, I wake up at 6:30, and a lot of times I don't stop working till 11. You know, we've got the project managers in Hong Kong, and then we've got our 2D artist in Indonesia. So they're, you know, literally 14 hours ahead of us. So I've got to be, you know, it's often that I'm up until 11, you know, working with them and talking stuff through. And then all of our artists are either in United States or in Canada. So, but they're on different time zones too. Like Dan and I are relatively close. He's in New York, you know, so East Coast Central Time. And then Arlen and Carter are in Vancouver Island and then Los Angeles. So like they're on the total opposite of us, you know.
Man,
yeah, Game Quest.
Dude, yeah, it's so incredible to see like what you've been able to accomplish. Which, like,
thank you.
Your team it's a small team. I mean, there's no getting around.
Like, yeah, we're small.
But dude, okay, I just have to.
We're like 10 people.
I gotta gush like to your face about like, because I mean, dude, series 1, I went as crazy as I possibly could. I probably got like 95% of the stuff that I got. And I was just like. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I was just like, well, I want to support, you know, especially after like the Plunderlings were so big, and
they were awesome,
dude. Yeah, and it's that quality, and I got these figures in, and they're literally everything that I would want. I remember just that double checking. I was like, are they gonna have butterfly joints? You're like, yes,
right.
And I was like, I'm in.
Snuck in there. Yeah. Like it's that's the thing is, dude. We've just tried to really jam pack as much articulation as possible without breaking up the sculpt so much, you know. So I just love the way Arlen and Dan have been able to like sneak in that Marvel ab crunch right here, you know, right there, and then we've got the added dip where the pelvis meets the
right in
torso.
Here.
Like we've got this thing going on too.
Oh my gosh!
The only thing that we didn't have on series 1 was the thigh, not the thigh, the calf cuts. So some of the figures will have calf cuts. We're also going pinless as well.
I heard that too, man. I was like, it's so funny to hear that. Chrisman's like, if they don't have calf cuts, he's like I am with butterfly joints. I'm out, man. But these, I mean, even without calf cuts, I'm not bothered by that. But some of the things that you did with these figures, even with the joints being pinned, you did this deal where it's like you flattened, like the ends are flat.
Yeah, and there's no indentation. It's just what's it called? Flush. It's flush with the arm, so you don't notice it as much. But yeah, we've got a lot of people wanting to do pinless, so we said that's fine. We could have done calf cuts on the first one.
Yeah.
But it being our first real 6-inch line, and the greaves are removable, so I didn't know, you know, if the calves are going to be moving around, how hard it would be to take on and off those greaves. So we decided not to try it on the first go round.
Yeah.
And now that we've got the experience, we were like, oh, let's do it, you know.
These are like such an incredible testament to like a first run out of. I mean, it really yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure you went through a lot to get to the point you were at, but when I got these in hand, I was really blown away by the quality of them, just because it's like it has this I don't know how to say this. It has like the just enough flex to where you don't feel like you're going to break the figure,
right?
But also everything is nice and snug, nice and tight. I didn't get one loose joint. I think one of the only issues I had was like Thane's hands, like trying to pop those in and out. But I was like,
you ain't heat those up. Yeah,
I was like, you're not going to break them.
Right.
I mean, if you do, I mean, yeah.
It's funny. We say that statistically, Thane has probably been used as a bludgeon device at some point. You know, it's been out long enough, and it's heavy.
Nice.
And well, and to kind of segue from that, you've got bigger characters that you're wanting to make here, and my
we got
gosh,
a big elephant that we want to do. It's kind of, it was the last stretch goal, and then we were like, let's move it up to where, you know, it's a lot more that we've got a better chance of getting that unlocked. So we looked at Brian Rake's projections, and it looks like we're going to unlock it during the campaign. And for some reason, if we don't, you know, and we're close to unlocking it towards the end, we'll just let that stuff roll over. So that way, you know, there's a lot of people that want to back the elephant now, and it's $89 in the Kickstarter, which is a good deal. It's going to be more expensive after the Kickstarter. We've been just letting people know you can just back for $89 during the campaign with no reward. Yeah. And that way, if it unlocks at like 3:30 in the morning or something, you don't have to worry about it. You'll just be segued right into the backer kit survey. You'll have it available to you, you know, as soon as it launches. As soon as
so we can definitely get Mamba if we pledge that extra. Is that
right?
Correct?
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
now,
God,
if you do, we've got two different all-in packages. One of them is essentially, I believe it's for 9 figures, if I'm correct. And then the other one is an epic all-in, and that one essentially gets you everything that gets unlocked. So, you know, worst case scenario, you'll get like $690 worth of product, but you know, you could potentially get like, you know, over $1,000 worth of product, just depending on how much stuff we unlock. So we really try to, you know, cater to every collecting type. You know, we've got these great sample rewards where it's like 2 figures and a weapon set that you can mix and match, you know. So, you know, just coming from like a collector point of view, where like sometimes I'll order like 2 figures, and then sometimes I'll go in and do like a his tank type of thing, you know. So it's really what you're comfortable with. But we know we're going to make really exciting toys, and it's, I mean, I feel like it's just a matter of like, you know, if you do want to just like kind of dip your toe in now at like a decent discount, or do you want to like wait and pay the full retail price when they're, you know, when the Kickstarter's ended?
I always
save their money. You know?
Yeah, I always try to push people. I'm like, you want to get, first off, you're supporting the artists, the creators straight from their source right here, but also you're going to get a much better deal. It's one of those things where I like try to have like that money off, like kind of set to the side, because you never know when these things are going to hit. And when they do, though, you know, generally you guys like are you and the Plunderlings, like I just used you two as examples because 2 successful creators here, but also you have.
And I'm friends with Ricky too, so I'm so glad he's doing great.
He's amazing, and I mean, you two have a very similar, like, just this feel of like you could see the love that you put into the figures, you can see all of that, and it's like these constant like updates. Like I have to share this man, you really know how to get a hold of something. I guess some people, if Merrill doesn't get funded, it's a crime, which he's going to. There's no getting around it.
It's gonna get unlocked. So if you look at the little loot, that's one. It's going to be one loot that transforms. I've been showing this. After you show him, I'll show you this artwork that I did. This is my little doodle for the loot watch. So it's probably hard to see.
Here, hang on.
But I almost threw this away yesterday. We've been the team. We've been talking about engineering and making it work correctly. And you know, they're doing everything digitally. I just kind of did this. I think this is probably the most simple solution, but we'll have to figure it out when we actually sculpt it. That's one of the things is we've all got somewhat engineering backgrounds. So like whenever we get presented a challenge, we're all like trying to come up with our answer. And it's funny because like Dan, I feel like is the best like problem solver in that area.
Yeah.
And it's like, but Arlen and I most of the time have the same solution to the problem. Like his, it just looks way better than my like doodles, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, that's how I always have like a notebook nearby whenever I'm working on like either repairs or mods or something like that. I like to have that right next to me. And I saw that loot and I was like, oh, cool. There's a loot and a transform version. That's cool. And I was like, wait a minute. He says it transforms. It's like it transforms. I was like, oh, this is nuts. Cool. I was like, you guys are.
It's gonna be fun.
You guys, yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, so we've got that. And then we've got two characters that have like a 360 movement on the head. So the first one is Gresh, the chameleon's got the chameleon's eyeballs move. All the lizard's jaws are going to move. So the eyeballs move, and then the rabbit's ears move. So you can kind of get those like really expressive looks with those alternate ears.
Okay, I knew about the rabbit's ears. I had no idea that Gresh's eyes did that. Are you serious? That's nuts, man.
So they move. Yeah. We're super excited about both of those characters. They seem to both be really popular options too. Like they tend to really stand out.
Okay. So for me personally right now, dude, it's Boone and Grimes. Yep. Like Boone.
They're our hand and Chewy.
That's dude.
Think of them as.
I
definitely want to do a one shot with them so that we can, really, they're going to be main characters in the next story arc, but we want to, kind of give them their own little adventure that's not necessarily interwoven into the main story yet.
Cool. Yeah. As soon as I saw Boone, I was like, oh man. And I remember me and Esteban were talking about it. He was like, man, it'd be cool if you had like a regular arm that could pop in or something like that. He's like, man, that's almost like an instant Star Fox, like in Spero style.
We're gonna tool up that organic arm for him, not for him, but for foxes and dogs and stuff in the future. But it won't be included with Boone. Sure. Like, it's a distinctive thing. That's another reason we want to do the one shot, so we can show like a little bit of their origin type stories, and people will be like, oh, that's why he's got the metal arm and such stuff like that.
Oh man, I love the pre-thinking and then the future thinking too, because I don't know, to me
we're trying to really map it out.
Yeah, dude, that is super. It's just insane. And like I started, I started seeing, I was kind of scrolling through like this is where we started here.
Right.
You've got all of these like really just killer weapon sets, man. Like I
thank you.
Well, I mean, after getting the last ones from the last wave, like there's no doubt that you need to get these weapons. Like they're really cool.
Yeah, they're going to go great for our figures. I mean, they're intended for our figures, but I mean, I'm going to have leftover stuff that I know I'm going to use with Mythic, and there's a line called Savage Crucible coming up. I'm going to, Masters of the Universe, Thundercats, all that stuff. I'm going to mix and match all the weapons, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So these are the brawler figures. They're going to have all the same articulation as the Pale Buck. We started calling that the 1.0 body. This is the same articulation. They will be pinless though, so they'll have a ton of articulation. Any of them that have long hair like this, that longer hair is actually kind of sitting on the shoulders, so that the head itself will be independent. It'll have a great range of motion, just in case anyone's concerned about it being able to look around.
Oh, that's awesome! Yeah, and everybody's
that was Arlen's idea.
That's amazing, man. Like, here we go. Look, dude.
Yeah, man,
there's Grimes.
Look at Grimes, man. It's
his alternate head. I think I'm gonna use his alternate head whenever we get to it. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So he's got a cigar. He's kind of chomping down on a cigar right there.
It's so freaking great. Oh man, these sculpts just look gorgeous, man.
Thank you.
Like, you've got the artwork and then the sculpts, and it's like they're translated so well.
We've got such a talented team. It's great. Utoma's doing the 2D art, and Arlen and Dan and Carter are doing the bulk of the sculpting. We've got Jeremy that's doing a lot of weapons as well. Ed. There's a bunch of junior sculptors that are doing really great pickup from, that the main sculptors can't get to.
Right.
GD Lake's done great.
Cool.
So this female character's got magic effects that are removable. So that sword with the flame and the ice will be removable.
Oh, very cool, man. Yeah, dude, these are super exciting. I remember I asked you, I was like, "Oh, are we gonna get females?" And you're like, "Yep, they'll be in the next one," and you delivered straight up. It's super crazy, man. Look at that. Yeah, Quinn Comics here says has all the new figures on order at his comic shop for his customers.
Thank you so much.
That's super cool.
Is he in Houston?
I'm not sure. Quinn, where are you located? We'll see what he says there, but that's really cool. I love it, man.
I love it when they send us. They'll send us messages or they'll tag us in the story, and like we can see their setup at the store. I'm just like, man, that's surreal. That's so cool.
There you go, Quinn. Make sure you tag them in that one because that's amazing. Something I really wanted to. I'll probably have to scroll down. This is what I needed to talk to you about. I thought Gesso not just is a really cool figure, but the fact that you said that this was like an homage to your grandmother,
right,
is probably the coolest freaking thing.
Oh, thanks. Dude. Yeah, she grew up in Wyoming, and I was like, I feel like those pistols are right on point,
That is this is probably one of the coolest homages you could do for a member of your family or just a friend or whatever. But yeah, dude, I was like this lioness, and my wife saw that and she goes, "That's badass." She was just like, she's like, you sometimes you have those people that in your family that just deserve something like this.
Oh my God. Yeah. She was 104. That was, yeah, it was wild.
Wow, dude. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if anything, like this was, I couldn't wait for, as soon as I saw that, I was like, well, that's getting funded, and there's no doubt about that.
I'm so glad she got unlocked. Yeah.
Oh man, jeez, that on top of everything else at this point. And yeah, looks like that Quinn Comics is located in Harlingen, Texas. So
is that close to Houston or?
It's definitely I don't know. That's Harlingen. I forget where Harlingen was, but we'd have to check. It's
yeah, I want to check it out because we might be able to swing by the shop depending on how close it is for when we're in Comic Palooza. I don't know my way around.
Very cool. Yeah, dude, it's a country. So right. You know what I mean? Like it
really
huge.
is. I mean, it's huge
here. And I know you also said you've still got to get some of your painting done as well. So if you got to, just let us know whenever you need to do that.
Yeah.
And we can.
My alarm just went off. I do have to. If y'all want to keep going, just give me a second to go paint. I'll be right back.
Cool. Yeah, and we'll actually run we'll run the commercial real quick for Jason.
Awesome.
Cool. And he'll love this.
Cool deal.
So, yep. Take him out real quick. So yeah, guys, this is just a little commercial they got running for the AWOC Series 2 Kickstarter. So enjoy this fun, amazing, magical video.
Animal Warriors of the Kingdom Primal Series 2, featuring 4 all-new body types, including reptiles with mix and match armor options for the pale buck, brawlers for beefy force multipliers, heroines with a sleek athletic aesthetic, and speedsters with a more slim and agile profile. Now with pinless joints as well as added calf cut articulation. This campaign will have plenty of stretch goals, including head packs and action figures. Join the tribe and collect them all. Animal Warriors of the Kingdom Primal Series 2.
What's really funny is like since I'm actually heading this thing right here, running this program on StreamYard and whatnot. So the viewers at home there can't see what's going on. Like I can see everybody's picture or videos down here below, and it was like added calf cut swivels, and Crispin was like, I saw his smile widen out. Yeah. So just from you guys, I know you guys aren't as super familiar with these figures, but your stuff when it comes to figures, you know what I mean? Like, what is it? Does something like this speak to you at all? Like, does something like, what do you guys think about like just the overall look and whatnot?
I think both are cool. Like, Booney, just automatically zone him like, ooh, he looks cool.
Yeah, dude.
It looks great too, especially with the alternate head I just got locked with the cigar. I'm like, that's the head I'm gonna keep on him.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know I know Esteban. So Esteban actually didn't have any of these, and he bought a figure for this stream.
Awesome.
Look at that. And out of all of them, yeah, that's what he went for. He was like, oh yeah, this one right here has got, because Esteban's a fan of purple.
Yeah,
lavender. Yeah, like
we've got a lot of purple in this coming. I mean, we got those two guys, and they're kind of yin and yang. And then we've got a good bit of purple coming up in the new figure line. Like Gresh has a bunch of purple.
Yeah.
Raving's got a little bit of purple in there. The Mamba's got purple. I'm sure there's other ones that I'm missing. Oh, the Horde Assassin's got some purple. So yeah, we're rocking and rolling with. We represent that purple.
Do you think? Do you think there's a chance that you would ever be able? Maybe, obviously, way down the line, because we're talking about obviously all the new stuff and all that. But is there any chance that you might ever be able to re-release some of like the head packs from before? You know what I mean? Possible?
We want to start. We want to offer pack-ins for the heads going forward. So all the heads that you see in the Kickstarter, that's going to just be packed in with the figures. It just makes way more sense, like from a production point of view and and for the collectors and the fans.
Yeah.
So the next time you see Pale in that adventure armor outfit, he'll probably have an alternate head and the original head in the package.
Okay. Yeah, that's really cool. I was because I was talking with Ez the other day. We were just kind of just shooting the breeze, and he's a big fan of the Planet of the Apes series and stuff like that. And I was he was looking at this, and he was like, dude, he goes, that is cool. He's like, that's really cool.
I get those heads. I'm waiting for my Pale pre-order, the Gladiator one with the red paint.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Oh, the Kratos.
Yeah, I call
What's
it
so funny is I've never played God of War, and everyone was like, "That's Kratos," and I was like, "I need to play God of War." The newest one,
that is
the beard looks amazing.
Well, I think that's yeah. We'll ask. Quinn here says like any other animal races planned for the future, like bats, aquatic, turtles, etc. I'll let you.
The idea is to do all of that. Mm-hmm. So the main reason we did this Kickstarter is so that we could essentially quadruple our parts catalog.
Okay.
And now we've got all kind of different body types for the dogs that we want to do. We're going to be doing a ton of birds now, or as soon as it gets unlocked, which is it's less than 4K away. But it'll make introducing just a new body type after this so much easier, because it's just essentially one body that we're going to be producing.
Sure.
And we'll set it up in a way that it's whenever we do a bat, there'll be like a couple different varieties of a bat. And the same thing with like turtles, and what else did he ask? I forgot what the other one was.
It was like aquatic animals or whatnot.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
These are the birds got me hyped up. Just because it's just adding like just another layer to your world.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
dude.
I'm painting one of them right now, and it's really I added most of the color on his feathers are black, so like it was just like a solid black figure, and I was walking outside with it, and I could vision it being like the final toy, and I was just like, man, this is going to be such a cool figure when everyone's got it in hand.
Oh, absolutely, man. And for the question of are there going to be more animals, this blew me away, man. I was sitting there, I was loving Brutox. I think he's Brut, or is it Brutux? Yeah. The ox, this is so cool. And then you just amped it up.
Boom.
Dude.
Some rhinos and some hippos.
Dude, the hippo blew my mind. I was like, oh my gosh, Jason, stop.
Yeah, he'll have an opening and closing mouth as well. So
that makes him always makes him more fun.
It'll either be functional or we'll do like an alternate head where it's open. I'm thinking we could probably sneak it in to make it where it just opens and closes.
Dude,
and all that armor is going to be removable. He'll have some tattoos on him. You can't really see him because the armor's covering up a good bit of it. But you notice that the rhino had a little bit of a tattoo showing on his belly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the other ones will have that as well.
Dude.
You just need some watermelons to throw into
Right? How addicting is that? I love watching those videos.
That's freaking awesome, man. Yeah, I was. I don't know, man. It's interesting because I've just got wave 1, and it's looking at stuff like kind of like this. I'm like, when are we getting the when's the cartoon? At this point, I'm like looking at this.
You know what?
When's the cartoon?
That's phase 3. We kind of want to be undeniable. We're hoping, after this comes out and we've got the comic books, the first story arc, we want people at studios being like, why haven't we optioned this yet? Like, I need a reason why you haven't optioned this to them yet. So, phase 3 is doing the cartoon, and we would love to do that. Something like an Amazon Prime or a Netflix, something that's accessible. We would just absolutely love that.
This is one of those things where I could see I forget the name of the company, but they did the Shredder's Revenge Ninja Turtle game where it's like a 6-player old school beat 'em up and stuff like that. I could see these guys in a game. You know what I mean? Fun. Something like that where it's like tons of characters. We can just jump in and the world is obviously your oyster at that point. But
right, yeah, I really tried to set the sandbox up to where we could just kind of have fun and do what we wanted to. There'd be like sword and sorcery 1 second, and there's technology, and then bouncing back and forth between kind of these high stakes events peppered in with a little bit of jokes and stuff to kind of have a nice crescendo and then kind of take it down a notch. And then one of the things I found, I don't know if I should even say it. I'll say it. I'll say it. I love Harry Potter, but I felt like in the movies it just constantly ramped up, and in the books it was like she had this nice crescendoing and then going back down so you could kind of catch your breath. And the later movies didn't seem to have that. It was just nonstop the whole time until you got to the Deathly Hallows, Yeah, well, and that's what I would like. I would like the stories to be represented the way we pace the comics out.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, and I mean it's interesting you bring that up too, because I know there's a show they're bringing out. I think it's on HBO. I could be wrong, but I know they're doing a show for Harry Potter and whatnot. And so I wonder if they are. They're apparently it's going to be a show that's supposed to give you first off more of that stuff, so you're going to have more time and whatnot. And so you'd mentioned earlier. You said that you would so you kind of retconned the comic. Your comic.
We did. We did a reboot. We rebooted the comic from the 2011 version.
Okay.
And the story is essentially the same, but there was a lot of stuff that we did change on it. And we've set it up to be a continuation, not just kind of like a trade paperback and done, so we'll do it as a continuation. I'd really like to do a one shot, just kind of like a really thick standalone issue with Boone and Grimes, to kind of, really flesh out their story. They are in the second story arc of the comic. And we've been slowly integrating characters from the first issue the first iteration of the comic into the new comic. So people that might have read the first one can look forward to those characters all, integrating into the new stuff.
I was wondering, so did it feel like, and not in a bad way, but it's like once the Kickstarters, succeeded, it's so we had the 3 3/4, and then we obviously had the 6-inch one, which, people just love. This scale seems to be that sweet spot for a lot of them. Did this have any effect on you changing your comic? Was it or did you already plan on changing?
We had already changed. So what happened was during lockdown, I met Utoma during lockdown, and him and I just really clicked. And Arlen and I had already been friends. Dan and I had already been friends, but Arlen really did the entire first 2 waves of figures. So we were during lockdown, we decided to do the 6-inch scale and to reboot the comic at the same time. So we kind of had this parallel development going as we were prepping to kickstart the 6-inch scale. So it was interesting. I like to kind of work on multiple things at the same time. So it was right up my alley.
Nice.
I do enjoy the multitask when it's creative stuff, not so much if it's paperwork or stuff.
And I can't help but wonder, and it maybe this is just me wishful thinking or just seeing it happen, and it's just naturally happening. But these are like growing up with like the Ninja Turtles and like Thundercats and kind of like that anthropomorphic kind of that world where it's just like, man, how these figures just kind of fit in to that, no matter how that works,
right.
You know, just no matter where you place them. But on top of that, the development of these third-party companies like Furay and what are they called? There's like Memory Toys and stuff like that. I'm able to grab all of these and put them in to this world.
They all pair nicely, yeah.
They pair nicely, and that's something that I think is another testament to like really good figures. Because I mean, you've got just the perfect amount of like plastic and paint. I think there's
yeah. So the toys that you mentioned are like really decoed out with like a lot of dry brushing and washes and stuff. So what our aim is to like represent the comic characters as close as we can. And then we want them to pair nicely with your Marvel Legends and your like G.I. Joe classified stuff, where they've got a great bit of a bit more detail after that. It'll just only highlight the sculpts,
right?
And you know, we notice, or I particularly notice, like a lot of times, like on Marvel Legends movie figures, they'll like kind of skimp out on the deco on the back. These comic characters don't tend to do that. So, and I've really gotten into the comic characters lately. So we're essentially trying to do like deluxe versions of Marvel Legends with all the bells and whistles, a ton of accessories. You don't have to worry about the kiddos breaking the figure.
Right.
They are safety tested. The figures are safety tested for like 4 and up, but the weapons are a little too kind of sharp and pointy. So we don't recommend letting the kids play with the toy if it's got the weapons. But besides, you know, if it's no accessories, they're good to go.
That is so amazing. And I mean, yeah, you're right. And it's, I mean, not knocking the larger companies and whatnot, but this feels, this is definitely a step up a big step up of what you're going to find on the pegs. But they do, they fit very well in with like, because G.I. Joe Classified is one of my favorite. I know that
I think they've been just kicking butt,
dude, and they just keep ramping up. The thing that I love about the AWOC stuff, especially, is that I know I'm getting like butterfly joints on these characters. Like I know I'm gonna get that.
You know,
like
they're gonna be included, exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and I mean, if it's not on a big character, I'm like, okay, I get it. Like there's limitations to some things too.
I think that Masterverse has been doing fantastic as well. I'm a huge fan of this line, and these pair really well with AWOC stuff.
No kidding.
You know, I got 2 of this. Yeah, dude, I got 2 of this character. Look at that. That's a Beastman homage.
Yeah, I was about to say, no kidding, man. Yeah, your homage is like, I love how it's like, I don't know. It's kind of perfectly set up for this right here. I set him up next to my Beastman for the bigger one that came with all the armor stuff, and I was like, man,
he's a good minion.
It's so good. Like it's just like
Nate did the artwork, and on the back there was like other Beastmen, you know, and I was like that works for me. We got some AWOC stuff. People can use that as their henchmen.
And like and your colleague, the character there that you have, Esteban, you could see like a little bit of, there's like a Skeletor. Oh, I wouldn't kind of homage-ish, like you could see in the colors, and his weapons are gorgeous.
Right.
Oh, look at
it's
that.
funny. So I have him displayed with Skeletor and Mumra, and they're all the same skin tone. And I was like, you got to have a blue bad guy, right?
Dude, absolutely.
There's a reason for it in the story, though.
Ah, see, I love that. I love that. It wasn't just like, oh, we're gonna just do an homage. No, there's purpose here.
Yeah, there's definitely a reason.
Yeah, and then you've got just characters that just are fully, completely decked out in this awesome armor that doesn't affect the butterfly joints at all, which is just mind blowing to me. The fact that you were able to do that. And something else, I brought this up when I first got them, and I still absolutely love this, is the way you did the joints in the hands, how they're not like, they're not directly here. They almost go under the palm a little bit, and it's wonderful. There's something about it.
Yeah, you can get a really good range of motion. I can't take credit for that. That's Dave Proctor.
Dude,
Dave
it's
Proctor,
amazing.
like really dialed in that stuff.
I've never seen that done before. Like, so that kind of blew my mind to have it that certain position. I was like, this is nuts, man. Like, what? I don't know. Why didn't somebody else think of this at this point? And it's innovation. It's
Dave Proctor. I think he's a Hasbro legend. He worked on all the G.I. Joe Pursuit figures. Not all of them. He was working on them during that era. He made what I think is like essentially the best Storm Shadow for the Pursuit of Cobra. Yeah. I think they reissued it during Renegades, but I think that is the quintessential Storm Shadow. So he's just amazing. And he's definitely done some sculpting on our stuff as well. So let's see. Boss fight. Yeah. Let's see. I would love to see that.
To pop your
animal totally. Yeah.
Yeah. That's something that gets me going too. Like, I've got all these extra heads on here and I'm like, what else can I like put these on to fit them in? Now it's not fitting. Yeah. But at this point, it's not really fitting in with my Ninja Turtle universe. I'm like, now I kind of want to like, what can fit in with my AWOG universe?
There you go.
You know what I mean?
You know what? After this Kickstarter, we're gonna have you're gonna have to have a shelf dedicated to your AWOG stuff because there's gonna be so many different animals and figures.
After Series 1, if you went all in on Series 1, you already got a shelf.
Yeah,
you got a shelf.
That is true.
Yeah, dude, yes, you got a shelf. Absolutely. It's very, very cool to see all that stuff, like you said, put together, and it is super cool to think of an idea of crossovers and all that stuff.
Oh God, yeah,
you're not kidding. Whenever it comes down to like, I mean, you could just throw up, for example, you got a Snake Eyes and just one of these characters.
Yeah, that's a cool idea.
They just go together. I mean, like you said, match the.
Yeah, they work.
It's always fun to match those color schemes. Yeah, and it is, and these are fun. The fun factor on these is like a 10, maybe 11. Yeah, let's go 11.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, yeah, dude, and
I'll take 11. 11
absolutely. Yeah, well, we'll wait till Series 2 because it's gonna go. It's just gonna keep going up and higher. I don't know. You guys really nailed. This feels like the really good action figures kind of grew up with us, and that's really cool to have something like this. That it feels good in your hand. You feel like you definitely got more than what you paid for, which is.
Adam calls it hand candy. I think that should be our slogan.
I freaking love that. That's so great. Hand candy. 100%, man. Yeah, because everything about it is pretty. It's enticing. You want to pick up more. And
right.
It's they're addicting, dude. They're very, very cool. And it's like the way you nailed down how to utilize, like, I mean, and I know this is kind of a common technique, but to use the same parts but color them different, right? I mean, that's what we do. It saves money.
Yeah,
but
exactly, and it's a time-honored tradition in the toy world to be reusing parts. Our job is to make those parts feel unique to the characters and give them different paint decos and stuff. And I feel like we've really kind of switched it up and made stuff, like Tiberius and Kali essentially have the same body, but they look so distinct, even though they're essentially the same sculpt with slightly different arms and a different head and different feet. Man.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Like it's pretty wild just to see the differences in there, and then of course, this is like one of my favorite fellas right here.
I love. You know what? I love Atreyu. It was one of those things where, like, whenever I got the toy, it stayed on my nightstand for so long. It's just, he's just such a fun figure.
Your shield design makes me just so happy. I had done, I think it was some Mythic Legion shields a long time ago. I did for Darius or D Amazing. Instead I added magnets to them. So I just put a little metal piece here, and so you could just click it and stuff like that, and so it kind of moves with you. And so we get this in here, right? And then there you go. So you've got 2 peg holes, and they fit nice and tight. And so it's like, oh, you've posed it, it's perfect, and all of a sudden it's like this is like this. No, it doesn't matter. You can just move it right to where you want. I love that.
It was important for me to let lefties and right-handed people, if they want their shield in the left or the right hand, I wanted it to work. If there's like a face on it, you can't hold it upside down. So we're like, well, just put 2 different handle holes on the back,
That's awesome. I love the fact that you thought about that, because it's like, I got one of my best friends is a lefty, And, and there's anytime he sees like a left-handed character,
so.
He's like, oh, that's so cool.
Adam, man. Adam's a lefty too.
Really? Yeah. I mean,
we got two lefties.
That's that's so cool. They were like, yeah, that needs to be able to be swappable.
No, I thought of that. That was one of those things where like, like I remember like during lockdown telling my little girl, I was like, this is never going to happen again. So like in the fact of the like having like a 3-month vacation essentially. And like, I was just like, I'm not going to take this for granted. I'm going to like I'm going into my little science lab and I'm going to like try to think of every possible want in scenario that I want out of these action figures and out of this comic book. And, I feel like I didn't just waste it on like Tiger King and whatever else was out at the time.
Dude, man, I really do have to applaud you for that. I think that's really cool. And I think I hopefully people hear that and that kind of resonates with them a little bit more. What I did pretty much the same thing in a different way. Like I was told like that I should start doing the streaming thing and give people, give people like this, give something to it. Don't waste that time and look at
right. Exactly.
Desk. On my desk right now, I've got like just like 6 of your figures. And then there's this other box down here full of more
nice.
Your figures and all, because there's those ideas where you're like, what else would I want? What else would they want?
Right.
What do people want?
Exactly.
And that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's
one of the things I didn't think of was one of the things I didn't think of, because I don't typically do this when I play with my figures or display figures, is we miss the opportunity to give a way for the figures to like store their stuff. So this go around, like the weapons will have stuff that's going to help them store, stuff on the back or, maybe on the sides or whatever like that. So that's something that we wanted to focus on this time as well. It's something, it's a small detail that kind of like goes under the radar, but I wanted to mention it while I was thinking of it.
No, I think, and that's exciting, because there's something that me and my friends actually always talk about, is that how the classified line did that so well.
Like they really did. They just
rarely.
That creative team just knocked it out of the park. They did an amazing job.
It's like how, and it's something, okay, extra hands. I get it. That's going to be a thing. Like you're not going to be having a bunch of hands on you, but to have like a place for the knife, a place for the gun, and then that's like you said, a backpack or sash. That's like just toss it all in there, and it looks aesthetically pleasing.
Great.
Yeah,
done a great job.
It's incredible, but and stuff like, I don't know, like once again, this is really funny. I should honestly start having my wife review figures on my channel, because if it has like something like this paint job here, all the way, she is like, okay, you got your money's worth.
Gushes over it,
dude. Yeah, if I get a gun though and it's like black and that's it, she's like, yeah, that's trash.
It's funny.
No. I don't know. I'm like, oh my god, it's not trash. I was like, you can paint it up. She's like, but you shouldn't have to, right? I'm like, yeah,
brush. You know what? That's one thing. That's how I tend to play with my toys. Is I'll weather it and like add dry brushing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's just one of the things I just thoroughly enjoy, adding weathering and stuff. And all my GI Joes have a little bit of weathering to them.
Oh yeah, and it just makes them, because it's like, do you want a clean figure? Or do you want a figure that looks like they've been through a few fights? And
right, yeah, I don't want it to look like they just like walked off of the showroom floor type of thing. Yeah, I give them all kind of like little cuts and nicks and stuff all over their arm, like on their elbows and stuff, and their knuckles are usually scraped up.
Yeah,
I would show you, but it would never come across. You'd never be able to see it on the video.
I get it. Yeah, those little details, right? All those pieces, like, because I noticed that when you gave us these blanks, I know exactly, like, I feel like I know exactly what you had in your mind. You're like, go ahead, just go ahead
and have customizing if you want. Fun. Exactly, dry brush them, paint them,
but you don't have to, but you can. Yeah,
but we really, those blanks are like really to encourage people who love customizing to have fun and kind of make their own characters and stuff. So, but speaking of making characters, I gotta run and start painting this bird again. So
absolutely,
thank y'all so much for having me. Don't forget
you for showing up, Jason.
Oh man, it's been a pleasure. The Kickstarter ends on the 17th at like 6 a.m. So we're kind of considering Tuesday the last night to like really get that push.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think what else. Oh, you don't get billed until the 17th. So little bit after you get your tax return. So
back
the project now and let's unlock some more figures.
Absolutely. And there will be a link in the description. You guys just click that, go there, and just go. Please dig deep for it because they're worth it. They're worth it 100%. And they're
I believe we're gonna unlock some awesome stuff. Thank y'all so much for having me. I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all Sunday. Take it easy.
Get to work, man. Get to work.
I am. I got my painting glove on.
I see that. We'll see you later, Jason.
Bye. Thank you.
See you. Yeah, man. Take care. That's amazing, man. Like, yeah, it's really, really awesome to see. I don't know, these creators going in and doing stuff like that. I wanted to like hit him. I wanted to message him and be like, hey, can you give us like some kind of robot armored, like what are the Sentai kind of? I was like, can we get something like that for Christmas? Can we get him can we get him like with the Naruto like the nods to that? I guarantee
Kamen Rider one.
Dude, yeah, I know
pretty cool.
He's leaning
an insect would be in a cool tool like a grasshopper or something.
That would be really cool, man. Yeah, it's like the coolest thing about the line, I think, is the fact that there's like the sky's the limit because they're animals. It's like, what else are you gonna do? You know, at this point, you could do whatever you want to do with them, which is amazing. It's amazing, yeah. And I just had to like I said, like when I was looking at stuff like that, like these guys right here, I'm still, this one really gets me. This the hippo. I don't think I've ever had like a hippo figure, like ever.
Nope.
I don't even. Maybe Ninja Turtles might have done one at one point, but even then, I can't think of them having one. So it's like, man, yeah. This is, and let me scroll up real fast here. We are at. Let's see if I'll refresh the page just to double check and see where we are. But it looks like we're at two. Oh, look, we've actually climbed a little bit since we've been here. We're at 256,960. Boom. Yeah. That was awesome. It just popped up. But yeah, there's 64 hours ago. Like you said, he's at what do you say? Tuesday's essentially the end, like the last night for the push, and then we're gonna see that. Look, oh my god, look. Just to like kind of put this into perspective here, once again, where'd I put him? So like you can see Thane, like the size of Thane is like this right here. Let's put him next to, say, a Snake Eyes figure, okay? And so you can see him, like, dude, look at the size of that elephant, bro. That's a big freaking figure, man. That is nuts.
Huge.
So when he was saying, add your 89 to it, I get it. That is it's a hefty price, but it's also, that's a freaking giant elephant figure. So if you guys are into this, man, you need to hop on this because that's gonna be a nuts one. I'm definitely gonna put in for that elephant because that's crazy.
Yeah, he mentioned the tusk pop off too, so you have to worry about him breaking.
Oh,
yeah, and I mean the crazy thing about these figures too is just like I said, not just because Jason's here, but like the quality you get, because even with like these swords, there's like I wouldn't say there's like a bend to them, but there is kind of like they don't feel like they're gonna break. I don't know, they feel good. They feel really good. Like your bow staffs are good and stuff like that, and I don't know. The way they nailed these down is really impressive. Like, yeah, hand candy. Keep them out of your mouth. Don't. Don't eat it. Don't. Did it. I knew you were gonna do it. Yeah, man, that's freaking awesome, man. Like,
wait.
Yeah, wait. Don't do that. And like, my obsession with the butterfly joints and whatnot, but the way they like, this is just like an armored body. Here, the way they kind of, it's like, they make sure the colors make sense as well. I noticed that's one thing that they did really well is like anywhere there's a joint or whatnot, the color.
Yeah.
Yep. See how
I was looking at that here. I'm like, dude, it's pretty clean.
It's pretty clean, man. Like they put a lot of love and effort. Like you can see Jason's working like a madman. Like right now, he's over there just trying to paint up a bird for a paint sample, get those out for that final push, which I can't imagine like the kind of the stress that kind of comes with those final hours and whatnot. But I mean, it's already successful. But it's like, I know if like you had all these characters created, dude. Yeah, see, man, that's man. The first thing I did when I got them, put their arms back like that, just had like this jump pose, and you could just, it's that range is crazy, and they go forward really well too, to the point where like if you could do this with your even without butterfly joints, but if you could put the hands together like that, I think that's a testament to like just that's the range you want.
That's the sign to make a seal.
Yeah. Oh, there you, dude. You imagine a seal.
Dude,
imagine a seal figure, man.
Like I'm like shark.
Dude, yeah, all that stuff. Like that's. I would love to see them
like tribal tattoos. Dude, oh my god.
Yeah.
And he already has the weapon pack with it too. Like he could just have like a big old like curved sword with it.
Dude, yeah. Absolutely. Just a big like pieces of ship.
Or he could have like a shrapnel.
Yeah, or like even like
or
you
could have like a
the wheel.
A wheel or a chain. Like
yeah.
Imagine
anchor.
A walrus holding a cannon.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that makes me there was
or like a whale.
Killer whale? A whale? I would love it. That looks like that would look killer whale
with like a cannon.
Dude, just imagine all the stuff that they could do. Like, so I'd love to see one in like that like how the plunderlings did the the captain's jacket on their shoulders. I'd love to see like a killer whale like with that, like just this big, just draped over him, man. That's so freaking nuts. Yeah, the sky's the limit. And like you said, with the insects, it would be interesting to see almost like them revisit the 3 3/4 inch line, but add a little more of the articulation that they have for these, and those like for smaller, really small, like a rat character or something like that. That's like super small. Stuff like that, because just to fit in with that world.
Yeah, I know of a game. I just don't know the name right now. Where you pretty much control a rogue mouse. So that something with the hood or something.
Yeah.
A little dagger.
Yeah.
Like a sewing needle as a dagger.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely, dude. It's funny. I actually bought some heads that somebody sculpted to fit on plunderlings and their mice, and they look like that. What mouse guard? It kind of reminds me of the mouse guard. If you guys haven't read that comic, it's a really good comic. But it's stuff like that where they're like these mice in that way. Yeah, a little not musketeer mice,
or maybe a mouse, but as a musketeer, like having the whiskers.
Oh my gosh!
As
a Puss in Boots kind of style.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, the sky's the limit there. If you had like really cool like little tiny insect people as well, have the wings kind of come out or whatnot or fold out.
Yeah, ladybug soldiers or
I'm not gonna lie, I'd like to see like a nasty like dung beetle. Just a dung beetle.
Pretty cool with the horn,
Dude, a scorpion.
He's just got a big ball with him.
Like, take this shit.
just tossing a can of doo-doo at somebody.
Miss me with that shit.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, it's still at the you have those characters like even in Elden Ring. There's that character was his dung eater or whatever, and it's like he's just nasty. I was like, oh, just a gross character like Toad.
Yeah,
stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Or maybe a butterfly and the wings are like a.
Did you like a homage like Mothra? Oh my god!
Maybe that having the wings as a coat.
Oh yeah,
magician and a butterfly.
Yeah, dragonflies as well would be like
dragonfly.
Nice, very slender look. That'd be very cool.
Absolutely, a wasp with like a shield and a lance.
Oh, dude, the shield looking like the honeycomb kind of beehive design.
Yeah, and the lance as the
stinger.
As the stinger.
Dude, that's
mosquito.
Like I said, man. Yeah, you could go. You know what I mean? Like if you went, you could just go nuts with that stuff. I think it'd be awesome. I think I'm gonna go for it right now. You're gonna do it? Yeah, go for it.
I'm thinking about going for the Speedster Warriors and Assassin's Weapons.
Yeah,
that pack.
Yeah, you're just be like,
I want the fox and the rabbit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was the first one.
Grimes. That's like my go-to. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
Boone. See,
Boone is dope.
Grimes on a motorcycle, dude. Oh, dude.
Yeah, I want to see. Like, I would love to have them on like a boat, like a raft, or
I was
something
gonna
like
say
that.
you could put them on like the McFarlane and Lobo's bike that came out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he does. Yeah. Oh man, he does.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. Think about it. It's like Dog got it almost like Dog
big
got
alert,
turned into like
the Titan serum.
Yeah,
Mhm,
Dog
mhm.
hit the TMNT's ooze. But yeah, and plus if you're getting those, if I don't know if you guys if you saw it, but I'll show you.
That they have alternate heads.
Yeah, so the alternate heads for let's see, Boone.
He has goggles. Looks pretty dope.
Let me scroll through. Oh man, I'm in love with Kanji too. Kanji's dope. That color scheme is these two just like match my color schemes. Like that's the stuff I always go for. So I'm really excited.
Like right there, yeah, the goggles.
Look at that. And look at dude, look at the Ravis got that like Kanji's got that slide.
It's like the meme with Riddler. Does he know?
Mm-hmm.
Does he know? Yeah, dude. Yeah, there you go. As there's like a look at that. Look at those.
Like man.
Look at those colors, man.
Mr. Monkey.
Look at that. Look, I love the guns. The choice that the aesthetic that they go with for their weapons is so freaking cool.
You saved me. Why?
Look at that, man. Like I love these. These are really nice. Like the crossbow's cool. These guns are nuts.
Yeah, I'm thinking we'll wait until like after the Kickstarter to get the weapon packs and stuff. I'll probably just get like the figures.
If you now if you it is one of those things like if you did have the extra scratch, you would save a lot by getting them on the Kickstarter because I did check the BBTS stuff like that. But it's like if there is a weapon pack you want, get the one you really want. You know what I mean? Like because there's a couple on there. Like if there's a hammer, I'm usually all in on a hammer like set. I love hammers. And then the I want to say it was the Speedsters. No, it wasn't. Maybe it's Assassin set. I can't remember. Whichever set actually comes with the Speedster pack is just awesome. I think it was Assassin's Weapons. Yeah. So I don't know, man. We'll see where they go at this point because we all know like anything can happen in those last hours.
Yeah, because that Ox Brudux looks pretty dope.
He does look really cool, man. I know. I'm just sitting there looking at him like. Oh man, hang on a second. Brick, I forgot. Yeah, Brick's in the chat here. Brick is freaking awesome, man. Like a really, really, really cool guy, and hooked me up with Jason's all the info we needed to get him on here and whatnot. And he said that he had sent over some images that we might be able to use as well. So let me see if I can find those real quick. Brick, where did you send those? Did you send those over via? I wonder if it was either Messenger or if it was Instagram, but I can find them. But yeah, man, there's like all sorts of crazy stuff on here. It's nuts. Like I was just kind of scrolling through, and I feel like I find something different every time. And the pledge just went up, by the way.
Oh, nice.
As I'm sitting there watching it, I had no freaking idea that the chameleon's eyes moved. I don't even know. I was already all in. I wanted him. I was like, yeah, I want that. Like that's going to be a thing. And then of course he hits me with that. So I'm like, gosh, it just makes me even happier. Now let me see what we got here. All right. Let's accept. Put this guy in primary. Oh my gosh. There's all sorts of great stuff on here.
It was cool. He mentioned how the ears move too.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. We can share this window here. Stop that one. Share screen. Bah. Oh my gosh, dude.
Ooh.
That's clean. God.
Hey, it's Jonathan.
Jonathan, yeah.
Yeah, man. That's how I was thinking of another one.
Does he know? Oh, cool. Check that out. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yep, I love that. Oh man, look at that! Just the cleanliness of like everything about this.
Just imagine getting kicked by him.
Nope. Oh, dude, that'd be another good one as an ostrich character. I'd love to see that.
Man,
or a flamingo.
Oh, I still have my flamingus from the birds, man. From what was it, Gothotropolis Ravens? Oh, dude, that smirk is wonderful. Gosh, dang. Yeah. These are just wonderful. Oh my gosh. I can't.
Oh, I like the hat.
Oh my god, yeah. Dude. Look.
That's nice.
Yeah.
If you wanted to, you could like paint the wings to make it look like blades.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then they got like the closed feet too.
It would be pretty cool, like having, like him, one of the birds having a metal arm, like having metal
wings, like
feathers.
Archangel.
Metal feathers, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know about that. Oh man.
Well, there's an alternate heads that got unlocked too.
I didn't. Yeah, I hadn't seen the helmet, the armor. There is freaking greatness. These are gonna be wonderful too, and that's what I was asked Jason. I was like, "Are these gonna have butterfly joints?" He's like, "Yes, they will." I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" So, ooh, bruh. Well, I like turtles in the background there, just in case you weren't sure if they went together. They do. Man, look at that, the paint work and the just the detailing and whatnot, just oh my gosh, all of that stuff looks so freaking gorgeous. Yeah, these are really, really cool, really exciting to see just the evolution not only of this line, but just like what they keep, I don't know, just all the new stuff and the innovations. Like look at that mask.
Yeah, the mask looks pretty dope.
Yeah, she's not a good guy.
No,
she's not a good, excuse me, she's not a good gal. Yeah, she's not. Oh my god,
she's not a good fella. She's a bad fella,
bruh. Like, look how cool that looks. It's
okay,
like, man, yeah, because she's like the tinkerer, man. She's like got she's making all the gear and whatnot. I love that freaking.
You put some like white paint on the teeth,
dude. Yeah, everything about. Oh man, whew. Look at that big boy. Look at that big
old axe,
dude.
With a hammer.
Yeah. Look at that spike on the end. You get the claw end of a giant freaking hammer. Yeah, dude. He said all that armor is removable. That's nuts. That's nuts.
Just imagine getting hit by one of those gauntlets.
No, dude.
He's a rat.
Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Like that. What? That just looks painful, dude. Just oh, yeah. That puts you
shredded.
Yeah, you're done. You're toast. And God, the hippo, man. I'd love to see this happen. I would love to see this happen. That's such a crazy cool figure, man. That's a big boy. That's a big boy.
Big boy. Damn,
that's a big boy.
Yeah, you got to shelf space for those boys.
Thank you, Brick. Thank you for sharing those with us.
Those are great.
Dude, it just gets me hyped up, man. I don't know, man. Like getting a hold of these in my hands and whatnot and just messing with it. And this is, like I said, this is series 1. They don't feel old. They don't feel outdated either, which is really, really cool. Great. Yeah, they've got all sorts of, like I said, man, just the stuff that they did with the originals. Some things didn't, I mean, they could have not improved upon some of these designs, and I still would have like grabbed some more easily. But for the fact that they're gonna like, oh, you know what, we'll do pinless. We'll have,
which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's amazing.
We'll notice it on these too.
Right. It's crazy,
down.
right? Like that's what I was saying, like how they're flush. And the, I don't know, like something about, like I said, the placement of the joint, like the swivel and the hinge here is like, it's like it goes up in the palm just a little bit. And there's something about that is so cool. It doesn't hinder anything. They still have as much articulation, if not more, than figures you would see from, big giant Hasbro companies, Mattel, and all that stuff. So it's like, it's really fantastic just to see stuff like this. Yeah, man, if you guys haven't got any of them, I really highly suggest at least like going in and getting something. Just get 7. Just get 7 of them. Yeah, just get 7. Start small.
Start small with 7. Jeez,
that's small. Nah, man, get yourself at least one. Find the one that like speaks to you, because there's got to be one on there.
Like this grab one, it's pretty cool. I'm like, dude,
how cool is he? Yeah,
it's pretty chill.
And then if you get pale, it's just like that. It's almost like you could get like a dark pale. You know what I mean? Almost like
I have pale. It's pre-ordered the Gladiator one. I don't know. It said April.
April. So did you pre-order that on BBTS? I'm gonna pull that up. I want to take a look at that for the people that haven't seen it, because I wasn't even aware about that one until you had mentioned it.
Yeah, because I was looking at the basic one. I'm like, it looks cool. And I saw a Gladiator one, and I'm like, oh, reminds you of Kratos with the war paint.
He said yeah, it's funny. He's like, I keep getting that. Never played it. That's amazing.
I'm like, dude,
You're like, what?
But then again, some people are not PlayStation people.
Or you don't have freaking time.
Yeah. I guess when you haven't finished Ragnarok, I'm
just
I have a lot on my plate. I've been serving a lot of Liberty.
Oh yeah, dude. Let's go. Dude. So he's even got like more than just. Hang on a second. Gosh dang.
Just pledge it as well with the speedsters. The speedsters plus Assassin Warrior pack.
Yep.
And plus Jezza.
Yeah, Jezza was great too. Yep. I like the alternate head with the mohawk.
Yep. Look at this monster.
Yeah, I'm like, Jesus,
dude. I mean, it's freaking awesome, dude. Look at that arm. Mm-hmm. Look at all that gear. Everything on that looks just freaking gorgeous. Swappable. Is that a rail? There's a freaking like rail gun.
Yeah, I was about to say it looks like a rail gun.
There's a rail gun and a claw.
It looks like a bad pass.
Dude, that's amazing. I didn't even realize like there's like all sorts of
alternate colors.
Yeah, he's got different like ones up here. It's like a glow in the dark radiation weapon. I think that might have been. I can't remember if that was part of the original one or not. Let's see here. Where's that?
I'm curious if there's some reference figures coming. Just imagine having a wolf from Star Fox in that style.
Dude.
Yeah, that's something to do with Booney.
Yeah, man, I'm all in. There we go. Oh my gosh.
Having Boone.
Mm-hmm.
A bit taller, like as a wolf, and then with a gear like this.
Yeah. Yep.
Like wolf.
I can't let you do
exactly
that.
What I'm probably gonna do to make a white one.
Kratos.
Yep. Kratos. Boy. Dude. I think this one right here might have been a this is one of the smaller ones. Look at that. Grimes. Was this like oh man, I need to ask him about that. Was this Grimes before he like got a haircut?
Is it a dog or a
He looks like the dog from the old Looney Tunes cartoons, man.
Or an ice bear.
Yeah.
The old sheepdog. Yeah. Like, these things are freaking awesome, man. Like still just
but that Gladiator Pale, man.
Yeah, Gladiator Pale looks legit.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, ooh, that's nice.
I really like this. Like a lot.
The sword has something
it's a pre-order. Yeah, pre-order April 2024.
The sword has something
yeah.
Oh, that's what I was gonna mention. Yeah, it looks like a Mayan or Aztec weapon with
with the obsidian
blades. I was gonna mention that if they have like a shark, you can have like the shark teeth on the side.
It's like some Tears of the Kingdom stuff, man. It's freaking so good.
I'll probably get that too.
Look at that. That looks legit. Like it's like
Jaguar is nice.
It's not even the same like writing on both sides either. You can see like there's like that little upside down looking sun kind of thing right there on that side, and then right here it's not. It's like over here, not up here. Man, that's freaking. That's what I'm talking about. Like it's like the attention to detail and all the possibilities on here. But see how there's just enough paint to really like
make it pop.
Yeah, it's enough there to pop. And if you want to add more and you want to go in, obviously you can. But yeah, there's like all sorts of. This is what you need to be looking for right here. That's what you're looking for, isn't it? Was it the head pack?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is in stock.
I saw.
He said, "I saw." I saw.
After I did my order, I'm like, "Oh, where's it?" I'm like, "Oh, it's in a separate head pack."
That's really cool.
It's cool that he's actually including the extra heads with the new figures, so you don't have to buy the head packs. If he has other options, it would be cool to do that too. But it's cool that he's like, "Hey, it's unlocked. It's going to be with the new figure."
Yeah, you get it. So that's the cool thing about. I don't think people understand about Kickstarter. Sometimes is like you've already paid for it, right? You're like, cool. Well, things keep getting added on a lot of times to the stuff you've already paid for. I mean, yeah, there's going to be more stuff you can keep adding on, but a lot of times they will add to what you've already got there. Like so we bought the speedsters. Cool. Well, now since we've just waited and watched other people put in money. Now we get two heads with each figure. Great. No extra cost to us either. Like that's super cool, man. I love it whenever they're like, I love when they do that. Like he said, it doesn't make sense to do like these head packs anymore, which kind of agree. I want more heads packed in with my figures as well, but those head packs are really fun too. But I like the fact that it's like, hey, if you get this figure, you're definitely gonna get that stuff. So that's really cool, man. That's just
not unless he does like, I guess like convention heads. Like, oh hey, this is different paint apps.
Yeah,
something
like that. Yeah,
next one or something.
Yeah,
or like the war paint one, to be like, oh hey, this is like their battle one or something.
Right. Yeah, yeah. I mean, just at that point, whatever, whatever they want to do, they can do.
Or like glow in dark heads or something. I don't know. Or you make a whole different scope for that.
Yeah, because I think this one actually came like, I want to say this came with like a panther body.
Well,
or panther head.
That was in the pack you just showed.
Yeah,
was that one alternate version.
Well, the head did.
Yeah,
but I think the body, whenever you purchased it, had a panther head on it.
Oh.
Yeah,
we just talk about like the actual head.
No.
Like, if that was part of the pack you just showed.
No. That's the one you were like, that looks pretty good. Yeah. And it's like the head that I love the fact that the figure that you have, all you got to do is pop that head on there and you got him.
Yeah,
boom.
That's something like it looks cool.
Yeah,
you got him.
You got him. Got him. Besides that, have you guys had any new pickups, Chris? Anything that you've gotten here I haven't seen you in a little bit now. We got some new Joes.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah. How are we feeling about that? The one in your left hand.
This one.
Yep.
He's nice.
I
really like the soft goods. Mm-hmm. He comes with all the other stuff, the helmet, the rifle.
Yeah, go ahead. I ended up grabbing from my friend the other day. I got my Baxter Stockman in, so I'm super happy to have him. Got a Jack Kirby in, which is nuts that actually exists. I was showing the guys beforehand. I did find Alopex at a Target. She's all right. She needs a little work. What Lucy sucks though is like it's not just like the joint on there. It's like the butterflies also. Ew. I know I can fix it, but once again, it's like dang it. And also, like I don't know what's going on, but like her tail's got like it's probably not gonna show up, but there's like some yellow on it.
Ew.
It's kind of
peed on it.
It looks like my dog's fur. If like he got like some pee on himself. I don't know why, and it seems to. Yeah, look at. You see it like I'm right there. Let me get. I don't.
And she.
It's like highlighter yellow. You can see the split in the tail. I don't know if that.
When she was in the restrooms, probably a gust of wind came around.
This doesn't twist either, so there's just this like giant.
Useless cut right there.
Line right there, yeah. For the most part, though, she's not bad, but.
So, the soldier comes with a big cannon.
Ooh, let's go.
And I was super confused why he had this. Mm-hmm. I had no clue for what this was, but after some research, can just pop this out and have a different trigger.
Oh yeah, very cool.
Just one hand for this one.
You might also,
and of course, Duke. I really love his pistol that he comes with.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's a great figure, man. That's the one. Yeah. That's the one we've been waiting on. You know, that's him. It's not broken, you know, but it's like.
Ooh, what? No.
It's not broke. You just got to heat it up and pop it back in. But.
Oh yeah, no, it's about to fall off. That's gross.
Got me again, Best Action. You got me again.
Yeah.
You know what? It is crazy though. I did open up that, like I said, the Shredder from Hell version, and I feel like he's built better. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just like completely different. I don't know, different isolated incidents or whatnot. But I don't know.
Someone
buy at your own discretion.
Someone else that also came. You guys already saw that. Is the knock of Miguel.
Yep. I might
or knockoff. Pretty well done.
I might have also purchased that as well. I want to endorse that figure because it actually is well done. I heard it's smaller than the official release. It does come with some head sculpts though that are maybe a little. They're decently made, but I think they were made by another artist. So that's not cool. But also, mine has that. It's completely. You can see, like, it's completely like. I'm not gonna complain. This thing costs $13, but you know, that sucks.
Gotta say, I don't have the problem.
Yeah, it's not gonna be on everybody's, but I'd have to like resculpt over it, and then it's like a paint issue as well. And I'm like, okay, whatever. You know, I just bought it just to see. Sometimes I like if I've got a little bit of extra money, and I want to see how a KO holds up. If it's gonna be crap, then at least I've got the plastic joints that I can use for repairs or whatever in the future. This is a very well-made KO. Not to mention, it's like this right here doesn't bother me. I'm not even nervous about these. Like,
yeah,
these feel fine. These feel way better. Those Mezco ones scared the heck out of me when I had him, man. I was like, I didn't want to touch him. Yeah. I had to fix one to fix the hand. Yeah, I don't know. They make me nervous.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. They're pretty sharp.
They are, dude. They're scary. I was like, if that guy fell, like, he looks pretty, but if he fell, I'm like, ooh.
I was like, that's like, I have a pose right there. I'm like, all right.
Leave him there, man.
I'm just really happy to have this.
I know. Man, when you showed me that, I'm like, that's crazy.
He's the best of us. Look at him.
Such a tiny little piece, too. Yeah, I had to Dremel mine out for it to actually fit on Gwen. But I think I put mine on the Sentinel Gwen, so that's fine. That's how I wanted it. It's my collection.
Yeah, he's with my Spider-Verse squad.
Yeah, don't tell me what to do with my figure bodies.
It's my body. That's
what I can do what I want with that figure. That's what I wanted on there. This is nuts, man. Yeah. I'm also like kind of sitting here looking at these, looking at the AWOC figures and whatnot. And I was looking at that Aloplex, and it's like, it's kind of cool to see, almost like, you know. Yeah, they can blend in pretty well. I mean, if like she's like a smaller fox next to these kind of characters and whatnot, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and if she was better made.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you know, I mean, I've seen this isn't it's not really that bad. It's just got it's got all loose joint. $20.
Yeah.
I gotta say, the first time I saw her, like in the package, I thought it was like, is Jazzbears making Fortnite again?
Yeah, it looks like a Fortnite figure.
Yeah. Damn. Now we got it. Now we at the point like, oh, this looks like the Battle Path.
What was crazy though is like I found this one at Target, got her, and she's got like the pink eyes and the pink paint on the head and whatnot. Apparently, like the one I've got pre-ordered on Amazon is blue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then I found the Rat King at Target, and that one glows in the dark, which I didn't realize that. The one I've got pre-ordered doesn't. So I guess there's like kind of best actions throwing in some sneaky variants. Yeah.
As long as they don't come around with them all grays.
You know, as long as keep
all gray and loose joint, get out of here.
If people keep buying them, they'll keep making them.
The thing is, you can't choose to not buy them if it's random.
That's true. That's not fair. That was really unfair for me. 3 times. I was mad. I've never been so upset. I was like, I'm never buying. I used to buy used figures on Amazon all the time. It was always really cool. You got like, some dent and ding packages, like something's messed up with the package, you get a really good deal. And now there's just a bunch of creeps out there. You know who you are, you vermin, who are like turning in figures. You're stealing toys. You're stealing toys. You're repacking and you're stealing toys. You.
Very sad.
Oh, man, I need some violin with that. I'll have to find some. That is that just on your? Is that just on your camera?
Yeah, it's a Logitech.
That is awesome. I love that so much. The fact that
of course, I can also.
Racism? Wow.
Racism.
Oh my god. Hit you. What the hell? I told Ori yesterday, I was like, man, just take a day off. Was it racism? Jeez. Wow. There. Yeah, that's why Ori's not here.
Yeah.
God.
We checked off the ethnicity.
He's not
like, man. We got a Mexican, we got a German.
Yeah.
It's too white over here.
We could have had everybody. We could have had like the perfect team. I just didn't know. I just wanted to give him a day off. Here we are. We almost made it, guys. We almost made it through the whole stream. And
now we're canceled.
Now we're canceled. The chat ruined it. Way to go, nice chat. Run. Way to go, Bob. Oh! It just says something else. I don't know. Yeah, see,
it gotta be this guy.
What?
Wow.
Not me, man, not me.
What did I do?
Yeah, he sent the monkey.
And
it's done. A great figure. What are you talking about?
He is great. Oh, did you see the paint? Did you see like the paint on his dagger and whatnot?
Yes.
And like the gradient.
What do you do with this dagger?
Look at that. It's like green to like a turquoisey.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you would call that. That's just this beautiful gradient.
It's poison.
Oh, could be poison. Oh yeah, it does look at that. It does have that green tip on there.
He dipped it into with some guacamole.
That's racist.
That's not poison. he's like, dang it, what the heck, dude? God dang it. All right, guys. Well, thank everybody for showing up today. We almost made it all the way through with a wholesome interview and podcast here, but then left to our own devices, we messed it up again.
What do you expect?
What
do you expect at this point?
It is what it is.
But yeah, thank you guys for just kind of joining in today and listening to Jason tell his story about all the AWOC stuff. In the description below, you can find all of the Instagrams. You can find everybody that's always on here, including myself, Esteban, and Chrisman. You can find Jason over there at Spero Toys. Big thanks also to Brick. Thank you, Brick, for just being here and sharing your information and sharing the photos with us. I really appreciate it. Super big thanks to Jason and everybody involved with AWOC and Spero. That's super cool for him to share some time and just going for that extra push, man. We've got 2.5, maybe 3-ish days at this point. So remember, Tuesday night's probably gonna be the last time, unless you're an early bird on Wednesday. It's gonna end at 6 a.m. on the Kickstarter. If you're not sure what to, if you don't know how to use links like in my description, you could definitely go. You could type in Animal Warriors of the Kingdom Primal Series 2.
Look at that.
Man, it's just raising.
We're about to get that raven.
It's gonna keep going.
Raisins.
Yep, we're gonna get. It's not raisin. It's 2 scoops. All right. Yeah.
8 raisins.
What the heck are you got to get? Man, I'm not getting into this right now, guys. Thank you so
get out of here.
much.
Dried up grapes.
remember, guys. Take care of yourselves out there, and don't forget that new magnets. Impossible just takes a little longer. We'll see y'all later. Peace.